just repenting and letting go of it and giving it to God.
All right, good morning, guys. We have started day 3. It was an early morning. Took a little bit more time than we all anticipated. I had to wash a bunch of clothes and it's a little bit stressful trying to pack up everything. Essentially have all my clothes just hanging off of my pack. I don't have a way to dry them, so yeah, you just gotta make do with what you got. But we're walking again. We'll just see how the day goes. We stopped for a little snack break. How's everyone feeling? Woo! Yep, that says a lot.
Great. The Cheetos are awesome.
Okay, so we've been going about 2 hours and we've done a little over 5 miles. It's currently 9 o'clock. We're hoping we can get to this town called Santarem, which was probably going to be about 20-mile day for us. So only 15 more miles to go. You want to try to get to your next albergue somewhere around like 3 o'clock because they are first served. The more time it takes us to get to a place, the less likely we have to have a place to sleep. But thankfully so far, we have had someone to rest our head and shower and all the nice things. It's been cool to just see the Lord provide in all these small little areas, whether it's through the people that we've met, although very slim pickings on this section of the Camino. A lot of it has been just ministering to and chatting with one another and team building exercises. Yeah, just getting to know each other. So I guess that's just a part of what God had planned for this section of the trip, is getting to know one another better, get a better idea and understanding of how things work on the Camino, getting our rhythm and routine. And yeah, one of the big things I think is just breaking us down and humbling us to a place where we are just solely dependent on Christ. And I think that's a beautiful thing. That's why I love backpacking. That's why I love doing these types of adventures, is because you eventually come to the end of your rope and it's just full dependence, full reliance on God. And that's when God does his most beautiful work. So I'm excited for each of us to come to that place, not being able to bank on ourselves and get ourselves through it, that it is having to trust and have faith in Christ and Christ alone, not in anything that man can do. It's not in my efforts, it's not in my willpower, but it is 100% Christ and Christ alone. So yeah, I'm excited for each of us and the journey God's got us on, just all the things he's going to teach us and show us through our time on the Camino. Anyways, I'm a little bit behind the rest of the group, so I need to catch up.
A bench?
Avoid the bench! It's a temptation! Don't give in to the bench! Oh no.
We're losing them.
They've lost it. They're gone. They're gone. It's almost 10 o'clock. We're about close to 8 miles in, so just a little bit under halfway to where we're trying to get to in Santarém. We're almost in the town of Velada, so I think this will be a good place to just stop, do a little water break, another little snack break. I know feet and legs are getting tired and sore, mine included. Definitely a challenge, but we keep pressing on. Little ice cream stop for the win.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cheers.
Any words of wisdom?
Always have fresh.
Don't do the Camino. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's really fun.
In all of the worst ways possible. But it is fun.
Want to do the
Your body
So much body.
can do anything.
Don't do
It's your mind you need to convince.
Yes, that's so true. That's so true. And our minds need a lot of convincing right now.
You don't want to.
But the ice cream's doing the trick.
It really is. It's changing things for me.
What you doing, Anna?
We are dropping weight. I am sick of it.
Sick
I've
of
been
what?
thinking about it. This. Sleeping bag. You know what? I will sleep cold.
Yeah. We're trusting the Lord
Amen.
and getting rid of any unnecessary weight, both physically and spiritually. Any last words you want to say, like,
Yeah, I just
to the
wanna
vlog
say
and
that, the Lord's speaking to me. I was asking him what I can drop and what's going on, how I can lighten my path, and I felt like he just dropped in my spirit. You're carrying a lot more than just the weight you have. And so then I began going through different things that I'm carrying and just repenting and letting go of it and giving it to God. And I believe that I'll get lighter and lighter. And I'm dropping pounds, whether it's actual pounds or whether it's just me and the Lord.
it's awesome.
Too soon.
It was very sweet, but I also caught Drake falling in the background. Bye, sleeping bag. I hope you bless somebody. Drake, what just happened? I was trying to do an interview with Anna, and it was super sweet, and you're just falling in the background.
So how do you feel?
Oh, man. I love this crew.
Keep that in the documentary.
Whew. We've gone over 10 miles. We're reaching the town of Muge or Muge. Yeah. Everybody's feeling super duper. But we're pushing through. We're about halfway there. Wish we were further than that, but we just keep on walking. The Lord provides.
Oh yeah, no.
Gracias, please. Thank you. Woo! Leo!
How do we keep getting in front of you, bud?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Bro.
I mean, that's encouraging that we somehow outpaced Leo. Whew, okay, we just got done with a quick little lunch break. I had some PB&Js and I had found some Trader Joe's supplies at Aldi, dates and some trail mix and coconut strips. They were hitting the spot. Felt like a good little pick-me-up. We're gonna keep on trekking, try and cover as much ground and time efficiency that we can. Because we still got about 8 miles. Definitely not an easy feat at all. to walk 20 miles and be on a time limit. Be one thing if we could get there when we get there and, you know, show up super late at night. But the fact that we have to be there in the middle of the afternoon to make sure we have a place definitely makes it a lot more difficult.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Somebody did that just for the hikers, you know?
That is really cool.
That was such a long walk.
Up that hill, I
Yeah,
can hardly walk anymore. I'm so sore.
totally did not take an Uber the last 2 miles.
Did not take one. That's fake news. If somebody tells you that, it's not true.
Yeah, we had to take the ride of shame and passed a few other Caminoers, but we were also informed that because of the heat index that it was a good idea for us to take an Uber. And yeah, because of this festival that's apparently going on in the town, everything is like being booked up. Seems to be a recurring theme that it's hard to find a place. But yeah, Drake, Blizz, and Jessica have already gotten here and we're trying to find a place. Couldn't find anything available, and so we're having to find an Airbnb. Me and Drake decided to take a little trip.
Oh yeah. Found the golden arches.
We found the golden arches, baby. Oh, Mickey D's. You never disappoint. Always try to make it a point anytime I enter a new country. Gotta go to McDonald's. Oh, that's good.
This is from your country, perhaps, or something, yeah?
Oh yes.
Because you export a lot of them.
Right. Yes, we do.
Okay, so we were not able to find anywhere to stay in Santarem, and there was nothing in any of the towns even close by. So we actually had to get an Uber to take us to the nearest available town, which is Tamar. So this is actually where we were trying to get to for our rest day. So we're actually a couple days early. But yeah, we're gonna probably sit down and just debrief the past couple days and try and come up with a game plan that works for everybody. Figure out what we want to do going forward. So we're gonna stay here in Tamar, do a rest day tomorrow. The rate at which we're going is just not conducive for the group. It's a lot of miles. It's a lot of uncertainty with having this many people and trying to find a place for all 6 of us to stay. And it seems like that's going to be the case pretty much every day. That's the reality of where we're at right now. Does bum me out a little bit. It is a little bit sad that we've skipped some miles here and there and have had to take taxis and are considering moving further up the trail. Because I know in the beginning my heart was set on wanting to do an entire complete trail, and I'm having to swallow some of my own pride and some of my own selfish ambition. Just be able to shepherd well and be there for my group and look out for them. It's not an easy thing to do. Knowing that this has been 7 years that I've thought about this trip and wanted to do it, yeah, it does feel like a pretty huge ask and a pretty huge sacrifice to not be able to do what I intended to do and what I set out to do and what I've dreamt of doing. But that's honestly how life is. Yeah, God's always calling us to surrender our plans and our ways, and trust that He is sovereign and He's got better plans in store for us than we could ever think or come up with on our own. I have to just trust and remember that He is good. His plans for me are good. His plans for my group is good. There's a reason that each of us is here. Really having to come back to just remembering what the Bible says about dying to self and putting others' needs before your own. Because selfishly, it would be so easy for me to just decide to part ways and go do my own thing. But also, I don't feel like I would be honoring ultimately to God, but I also don't feel like I would be honoring to my teammates or to the organization that has sent us out. And so, yeah, this is something that I've been wrestling with all day, and just, wanting to give this my best effort and wanting to really push myself, because I know for me, that's like one of the big draws for doing this. Even though, yes, my heart is for evangelism and I've had opportunities to do that, I also want to push myself to the limit and see what God can do in and through me. And I live for those moments to where I'm having to push that extra mile and draw strength from the Lord whenever mentally and physically I'm ready to give up. Working through the emotions and trying to lay them at God's feet. Walking with Jesus is not always easy. In fact, a lot of times it's not. I knew I was going to suffer on the Camino. Figured it would be more physical. Didn't figure it would be in this way. But God knows what's best for us. He also knows how to bring to the surface and bring to light the worst in us. Just learning to navigate that and continue to let Christ be more and more in my life and myself less and less. I hope no matter what happens or what I do, that it can be something that I make God proud in, I make my friends and family proud in, and also make myself proud in. I know whatever God puts on my heart and what He leads me to do, that's what I'm going to do. And I know if I do that, then I'll be proud of myself, and proud of the choices that I've made. So that's the update for the day. Like I said, tomorrow's a rest day. Excited to be here in Tamar. There's supposedly a lot of cool castles and different things to do around here. So yeah, I need to get a shower and get some sleep because I'm exhausted. I'll see you guys tomorrow.